Hi friends, thank you so much for joining with me. I'm really excited today because I just received the new Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Longwear Cream Eyeshadow. I have 3 shades here and you guys can see I came on with a foundation and concealer ready face, and that's because I want to play around with these. And also I have the new Natasha Denona Hy-Sculpt liquid bronzer in the shade Bamboo. And to top everything off, I'm going to be popping on a Pot Rouge blush from Bobbi Brown, 2 shades for me to choose from. To start off, here's a swatch of the Natasha Denona Hy-Sculpt bronzer in the shade Bamboo. That was super easy to blend, and it's the perfect match for my complexion. Just gonna quickly powder the face. Here's a swatch of the Bobbi Brown Velvet Pop blushes. This one is in Rose Garden and this one is Tea Rose. It's a very hard pick between these two. I think today I'm going in with Tea Rose. Because this is a moussey consistency and that cream to powder finish, I'm grabbing my powder blush brush and they should work together. I have my brows and eyes primed because I just want to go into these new cream eyeshadows. This is the packaging. You guys can see it's a plastic tube. What I really like is they have the shade name really big at the back, so that's super handy. There's no click mechanism, which is something that irks me with these cream products, so you don't really know if you have it enclosed, and the product just opens like this with a doe foot applicator. Here are the swatches of the shade I got. First one is Bisque, middle is Sandstone, and the last one is Chestnut. I have a feeling they're going to be really quick to set because I had them on my hand for a little bit, and you guys can see after I try to swatch it, it's a little bit hard to blend. Let's see how it goes on the eyes. Using Bisque as a base for all over the lid space, and I'm applying it on and blending it one eye at a time because you guys can see it's super fast in terms of setting. And the shade Bisque is a perfect match on the eyes, but if I come up close, it looks a tad drying on the lid space. Not sure how I feel about that. On the other eye, I'm going to try Sandstone as a base color. I feel Sandstone is a lot better as a base shade for me because Bisque is a lot closer to my skin tone, but Sandstone gives me that dimension, natural dimension on the lid space. Here's the difference between Sandstone and Bisque. You guys can see Bisque is definitely an everyday base shade if you don't want too much of a color. However, Sandstone is the perfect if you want a little bit of shading, which is what I prefer. So I'm going to be trying layering Sandstone on this side on top of that Bisque. Layering works as well. There's no rubbing, and I didn't get that initial dryness. I really like the shade Sandstone. And of course, with these long wear cream eyeshadow products, it's best to work one eye at a time because they set really quickly. Now I'm not brave enough to apply Chestnut straight to the eyes, so I'm going to apply a dollop on my hand and go in with a brush. Once I have the general shape, let's see if I can blend it with a brush. Yeah, it's definitely really quick to set, so the brush didn't do much. For a color like Chestnut, you really need to go in with a precise brush. That's the eyes done. My initial thoughts on these new cream eyeshadows is I really love the shade Sandstone as an all-over base color because this is the perfect base color to create that definition on the eyes. And I also like the shade Chestnut. If I blend these two together, I think it'll give me the perfect kind of that medium brown shade all over the lid space. I did go in with Chestnut today to create that wing look, and because I need to apply a bit more of a opacity for this shade with a brush, it looks a little bit dry and crepey up close, so I don't really recommend these products as an intense layering product. Going to finish off the eyes with some mascara, and then we're deciding for the lips. The overall tone of my look is very muted today. I'm going to try out this new Lisa Eldridge Toasted lipstick. I have only the refillable here. Hopefully it doesn't wash me out. And this is my finished look. Feeling very autumnal today because of the lips. A touch out of my comfort zone, but it goes really well with the eyes. For these new long wear cream eyeshadows, it's my first time using these, so if you have any questions, do leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, remember, beauty radiates from within, hence you're beautiful. Bye. Also forgot, please do like and subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much. Bye.